it's Isaac from TheBOS, and in this video I'm going to give you an overview of how our Mega Reports target system works. If you want more information on this, you can check out our knowledge base where I've got all this information here. I'm just going to give you a high level overview of how it all works. Okay, so to start with, we have target sets. So to create or edit a target set, we'll hit this icon here to manage targets. Now we call them targets, but they could be anything. So it could be your forecast for what the next 3 months looks like. It could be sort of the certain KPIs people have to hit. There's a whole bunch of different types of numbers you could be doing. So I've got some listed here like target, budget, forecast, plan, quotas, KPIs, break evens, all those sort of metrics. So we call the whole system targets, but you don't have to use it just for targets. Okay, so we'll make one here first. So it'll be Isaac's targets. All right, so now I've created this. We can choose permission, so you can go visible only to me. I can share it with everybody or certain selected roles. And then I can also allow who can edit this. So usually this would just be only I can edit it, but maybe I share it with other members on the team. But I might want me and the CFO to work together. In that case, I could do this and allow other people to edit so we can work on the numbers together as we refine those targets. Okay, now that I've made a target set, I'm now in the edit target set view. That's what this copper color is. So now I can just look at any value. So say revenue for May 2026, the current actual value is 122,000. I can just say we're aiming for 100,000 there. And then we want 110 here. And then we'll go 120 here. All right, now that was super slow. A quicker way to do it would be if I just go 6,000, yeah, let's go 6,000 and then hit this F button here, which does functions. And now I can project that number forward for each column visible on the Mega Report and increase it by a fixed amount or by a percentage. So let's just aim for a 10% month-on-month increase. And now I've got those numbers in here. All right, so we can massage these figures as much as you want. You can use all your normal tools to add extra columns, so we can change date ranges or use these arrows here. And we can also break down any metrics. So I could break this down by location and set targets per location if we wanted to do that. In this case, I've got Clinic 1 selected, so that's the only option in the breakdown. Okay, but we could also maybe use practitioner here as a better example. Yeah, so now we could set targets per practitioner. Once you've entered all those numbers in, just hit Save Targets. All right, and then we can close, and now we're back to the normal Mega Report. Now, if you want to edit those target numbers later, just click on here, select an existing target set or create a new one, and then you can get back to editing. And again, once you're done, hit close. We've got some other cool features, like if you copy a whole bunch of numbers from Excel in a bunch of cells and you paste them in, it will actually go all the way across and fill down as you'd expect. And we're bringing out an importer soon if that helps you out. Okay, so now we've set one set of targets, which is enough for this demo. What we're going to do next is I'll show you the target views. So this allows you to set a view, and from here we can create rules. So I can say, hey, when Isaac's target meets the value, make it green. When Isaac's target doesn't meet the value, make it red. Now, if I had created other rules, we could have more colors here. So we could go, if it doesn't meet the bare minimum target set, make it red. You know, if it's hitting a certain all right target, make it orange. And if it's like going well above and beyond, make it green. So you can have as many rules as you want here. All right, so now that I've set that, you can actually see it working. So the revenue for this month, I targeted 100, I think, and we're above that. So we're getting 122. June, we're not hitting the numbers yet. And obviously future dates, we aren't hitting those numbers either. Now, for whatever view you're in, so for this one, I've just chosen Isaac's targets, but if I had chosen other targets, they would also be in there. I can then press this and it will instantly break down so I can compare those numbers. So we're getting 122, our target was 100, hence it's green. And this way I can see if we're on target or not with the color, as well as compare the actual numbers all on the one screen. Now, what else is really cool about targets is they integrate with our dashboard. So here's a dashboard I made earlier, and this just graphs revenue. Right, I've got no target selected here. I'm going to choose Isaac's targets, and now I'm still graphing the revenue number, which doesn't make sense why it's not showing numbers for future dates. And so we'll pull that up here, and so now we can see that how revenue is going, and the dash line is a target. So you can see how I'm slowly increasing the target values here each month, and we can compare the target versus the actual. This is if you're using a time series chart, so you know we're going over time here. We also have another chart here, which is our revenue pie chart, or gauge chart rather. So you can see if I mouse over months that have targets, it'll show me what my target is there. Target is 100, revenue is 122. So you can actually see on the chart, the max value is the target value and then the number in there. So as you mouse over any column, it'll show you how you're performing against target. If you want to see like real-time data, I'll show you another thing we can do. We can click here to edit, go in here and change the format. So we might make it a pie or a progress bar. I know some people prefer that. So now we've done that. I'll save that. And then as we go in, we can see how we're performing compared to the target. One thing that's really cool is, aside from sharing your target tests with other people, you can break them down in different ways and the target system will map it appropriately. So say if you've got a target for practitioner Toby at location 1, when you're looking at practitioner 1 broken down by location, you'll see those same targets there. So it sort of works out where the targets fit, even if it's like broken down in a different order. If you have any other questions about how it works, first check out the knowledge base. So we've got a lot of information here about how it all works, how it's all calculated. If that doesn't answer your questions, log a ticket and we'd love to help you out. And we're super open to feedback. This is just phase 1 of the target system. We've got more in future, but we'd love to sort of build it out to suit all your business needs. This is Isaac, and if you have any questions, get in touch. Thanks a lot.